The remains of late Very Reverend Father Festus Ogbonmwan arrived in St. Paul's Catholic Church for the funeral mass. Speaking on the life and times of late Very Reverend Father Festus Ogbonmwan, officiating clergy, Very Reverend Father John Onomawo of the Archdiocese enumerated the achievements of late Reverend Father Festus Ogbonmwan, describing him as a lively priest who was passionate in serving God.
He knew no dull moments. He loved his life and shared the good life with all who cared to come around him. I was one of them. He was a mobilizer, oh yes, a motivator, a mentor, and a builder.
The journey to the final place of rest of the late Reverend Father Festus Ogbonmwan commenced with a procession of priests of the Archdiocese, mass servers, family members, and their heirs bearing the remains. Prayers at the graveside were led by His Grace, Most Reverend Dr. Obiora Akubeze, the Archbishop of the Metropolitan See of Benin, after which the remains of late Reverend Father Festus Ogbonmwan were committed to Mother Earth. Archbishop of the Metropolitan See of Benin, His Grace, Most Reverend Dr. Obiora Akubeze, family members of late Very Reverend Father Festus Ogbonmwan, and some clergy described the death of Reverend Father Festus Ogbonmwan as heart-touching.
He was a very hard-working and dedicated priest, and he will be missed for that. So we miss somebody in the Archdiocese. So we pray that God will rest his soul.
As his brothers and sisters who he has left behind, if we try to live a committed Christian life, we do good to our neighbor as he was doing, we improve on it so that we can show example that when we live well, God will receive our souls when our earthly journey is over.
Many of us are here today. I'm not a Catholic. I was affected by his lifestyle. Indeed, he was my very, very close friend. When I took over as the secretary of CAN, even when I had some challenges at the very beginning, he was one of the few clergymen who stood with me. I can never forget his friendship.
He trained me in school. He has been there all along. He's a man I miss so much because he has been the pillar of the family. He was all we have in the family. He provides for us. When we knock it open, we missed him because he's a beauty.
A good father is a father. Anything that you ask him, you always give. He's a man of honor and integrity.
The Samar of Benin, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel was among dignitaries who gathered to pay their last respect to late Very Reverend Father Festus Ogbonmwan. The late Very Reverend Father Festus Ogbonmwan served as parish priest in many parishes, including St. Gabriel the Archangel Catholic Church, which was his last duty post. Kingsley Uchebu reporting.